Hello, I'm Johnny Black. That's, as you can see on the boom, right there. And we're having lunch. And there's my buddy Tom Young.
What's up, Johnny? What's up, gang? just sliding on in over here.
And here's what happened. We had planned to be here with John Luciano today.
Yes.
But he was called away at the last minute. Calico County was kind enough to provide food for all of us. So somebody at Street Volkswagen is about to get a really nice meal delivered to them. And while Tom and I enjoy our lunch here.
Yes. So what are you having? Because Calico County does all sorts of stuff.
Calico County, if you've lived in Amarillo or just visited, you know Calico County does this wonderful home cooking, Southern style. And I'm having fried chicken, honey. Fried chicken.
I'm a breakfast guy. And the thing I love about Calico County is they got a great breakfast. In fact, my parents just visited last week, a couple weeks ago. And every time they come down from Illinois, we got to go to Calico County. My dad is a breakfast guy. He's got to have, he's got to have the bacon, the eggs, the grits, and all that stuff. And Calico County is one of their favorite places. So in honor of my dad and his breakfast ways, I got some chicken and waffles. And
it smells great.
And it smells great, but I got to show you this too. I love the waffle because it is the Calico County logo. You drive down Paramount, 2410 Paramount, you see the two jars, that sign up there, you know it's there, and then the waffles, that's how you know.
That's great.
Man, that's a dense waffle.
That's
too.
a big waffle. That's a real waffle.
So I'm looking forward to putting this thing down. But what's up, Johnny?
Hey, there's Donna Sharp Haynes and
hello,
Kim Seward.
Donna and Kim, hello. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, ladies.
Chat with us too if you're watching us on the Facebook and the YouTube 100.9 The Eagle, both places you can chat with us, and hopefully your day's going well, and like ours is about to get better.
Are y'all having lunch? What are you having?
Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what I need. Do I want to go with I need to get the syrup first.
Yeah, get the syrup going because things get sticky after that.
Yes, I'm going to do the syrup. I'm going to get it on the waffle, and then we're going to mix the chicken in, and it's just going to be heavenly bliss.
Tomorrow, the 23rd of August, is National Waffle Day.
Yeah.
These are the kinds of things that radio people know.
Yeah.
It's National Waffle Day tomorrow.
Now, with that being said, I did not know that before I ordered this. It's just a big coincidence. But either way, I will be celebrating early. I'm going to try to dig into this thing now.
We're going to try to reschedule this with John Luciano for next month. And if Calico County is kind enough to provide the food again, I'm having that because it smells and looks just so good.
Yes.
We've got some wonderful things coming up in our community. Tom is celebrating earlier. Yeah.
That's right, Kim.
Richard says those waffles are very light. Yeah, they're good.
Oh, yep.
How are they?
They are delicious.
So Saturday, this past Saturday, the North Side Toy Drive got underway.
Okay.
And so if you see the signs, this is a collection point or drop off your donations for or whatever, they're underway, but it's 124 days until Christmas from today.
Okay.
So, I mean, that sounds like, well, wait, where did the year go? But that's still a chunk of time. You still got plenty of time.
But it will sneak up fast.
It will, and things always do.
I mean, it's almost, what is it? meteorological fall. Is
Mhm.
that what they call it? Like when the start of September or Labor Day gets here?
The 21st of September is the first calendar day of fall.
Yes. But maybe Mother Nature will cooperate and start to cool off a bit sooner, like it has. It's not too bad right now.
I love this. This is my favorite kind of weather.
It is very nice.
But it looks like we're going to do a big turnaround and go back up to like 90 and
Well, of course.
but that's okay. Yeah, I
Of course
can
we
live
are.
with that. I can live with that.
I think I'm with Kim. She says fall is her favorite season.
Yeah.
You know, and for the longest, when I was living back in Illinois, for the first, it's rude to chew with your mouth full, but I'm doing it anyway.
That's all right. It's just us girls.
On the first 30 years of my life living in Illinois, I still represent whenever I'm down here.
Mm-hmm.
I think spring was probably my favorite season because, you know, what we had harsher winters, we had the snow, we were below zero a lot more frequently. And spring was that nice, we're finally on the right track, you know. But here, you know, with how hot some of these summers can be, those triple digit heat.
Brutal
Yeah,
hot.
it's a dry heat. Doesn't matter. 100's 100. It's still going to burn your skin. But you know, when the fall finally gets here and the temperatures cool off, I think I like fall a lot more since moving down here than I did when I was back in Illinois.
Right. I've got some new stuff. I've got a hoodie and a couple of sweaters that are dying to come out of the closet. Right. But I got to wait a couple more months before they can make their debut.
I think we were in the low 60s, I think, overnight.
This morning.
So we're getting close to where hopefully that'll be like a part of the day. And then
Yeah.
you can wear that hoodie.
Yeah. I think it was 60 exactly when I woke up this morning. About 6:35.
I mean, there was something about syrup on chicken that is just really good.
Yeah. They got to figure out a way to get the chickens to drink the syrup while they're alive, and then their meat would taste just like that. And the chicken fried chicken at Calico County is just awesome. The crust is light and crunchy. The chicken is perfect. And I've got sweet corn and mashed potatoes.
And it has that homemade look to it.
It does.
Like it doesn't look like it came from a can or, you know, or whatever. It looked like, you know, they prepared it for you right there, brought it out to you, and then it tastes like that too. I mean, you can tell. You can tell when something's made fresh as opposed to just when they opened up a can and put it on a plate and said, "Here you go."
So something else that will make you feel in the mood for fall is the Tri-State Fair Parade is coming up. That's on the 17th of September.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, that's like 3 weeks away. It'll be Tri-State Fair time. School's already back in session.
How crazy is that? It's like summer just flew by.
Mm-hmm. We were all excited because we were finally legitimately back out and about and seeing one another and going and doing things. And it was nice to reopen the offices here after almost 2 years of not seeing listeners picking up prizes and things. And it's just been wonderful. I mean, it really is like Christmas, you know, opening the doors and seeing all the people.
Yep. I am with you on that. But hopefully, if you have kids, they're adjusting well to a new school year.
Kim says she's from Iowa and she agrees that spring used to be her favorite season there. Yeah.
See, Kim knows what's up.
She knows what's up.
She understands.
Kim gets it.
Especially from being from Iowa, she was a little further north than I was. I was from around the Champaign area, a little more in central Illinois. So her winters were probably a touch more harsh than mine were. So she probably was really looking forward to spring.
I was born, and I remember none of it, but I was born in Michigan, where in January. So I understand that that's pretty brutal.
Oh, yeah.
January in Michigan. My mom used to tell the story about my dad having to run down and put snow chains on the Chrysler to get her to the hospital so I could be born.
How long were you in Michigan before?
For like 2.5 years.
Okay, so you don't remember a whole.
Not
Do
really.
you have any memory at all about anything from
Not
Michigan?
not
or-
really. No. We moved over to Europe after that, to Germany, and I remember some Germany.
I bet that was a neat experience.
We were over there till I was about 6.
Okay. I wish I was as well traveled as others. Although that is changing.
Yes.
This December coming up, my wife and I, Rachel, we're going to be celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary.
Really?
Yeah, crazy, right?
I know.
So to celebrate 10 years, we're going to spend 10 days in Jamaica. So that'll be my first time ever leaving this country, this great country of ours. And that'll be a good time. So I'm going to try to be as well traveled as Johnny is over here.
People will say Jamaica, and you can say, no, she went all by herself.
But
That's another thing radio people can do. Make really bad jokes. So I know that if John Luciano was here, he would be giving me a real hard time about something, because that's what he does.
that's what he does. That's John for you.
That's John. But he also would apologize as recently as last night, yesterday afternoon. He was excited about doing this and couldn't wait to get it underway. He'd even ordered the meatloaf and green beans, from Calico. So something came up at the last minute, and I know he's sorry he can't be here with all of us.
When you're the GM of a place,
Yeah,
you're probably a busy guy
yeah.
or gal.
And they have the car catcher program. I was looking on their streetvw.com
Okay.
website. They can go get anything if you want to buy it,
Oh, that's nice.
Like I had my eye on a 2019 Arteon, and there aren't any right at the moment, even though it's a Volkswagen vehicle on the lot. Not that I know of anyway, but they'll go get me one if I'm really putting the cash on the table. Then they'll go make that happen. They've got a Dodge Charger, a hot black Dodge Charger. Even though it's not a Volkswagen, they've got one on the lot, and
because they got a lot of used cars too.
yeah, their pre-owned selection is incredible. CPO, certified pre-owned. Those guys like Elvis and the gang in the back.
Yep.
That go over those cars with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that everything's just perfect.
Yep. And they're like new, so you don't. And they got some coverage too, of course.
Yeah, they still have some warranty life left, and you can't lose. I mean, huge savings. Let me turn around like this. So did anybody watch the House of the Dragons on Sunday?
I have not. Is that a Game of Thrones thing?
It's the prequel,
Okay.
the Game of Thrones prequel.
Okay.
And people always start in with, I don't like all that fantasy nonsense. Well, you know what? I don't like it either. Really, typically, I don't like it.
Okay.
But the stories involved in this thing are just out of this world. And there's only been one episode of the prequel, but it was a very, very good episode.
Kim's excited about it. She said she watched it too.
Oh, all right. All right. So good. Yeah.
You're not the only one.
It's out of control. It's out of control. And the Targaryens, and if you had to be on another planet not to at least know that there was a blonde woman named Daenerys who rode dragons, and
Yeah, she's pretty popular.
yeah, she was everywhere. So this is her ancestors, 150 something years ago.
Okay.
They all have that silver hair. And there's more than one dragon.
Dragons plural.
Back in those days. Yeah. Anyway, very cool.
You know what I've been watching, and when it comes to television, and I think Johnny gets mad at me sometimes because he's like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And my answer is no, I have not. And he's like, "Why do I even talk to you ever at all about anything?" But my wife and I got hooked on old school Supermarket Sweep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
on the Game Show
with
Network,
David Ruprecht.
right?
And they have a ton of them on demand on Pluto, good old free TV.
Yeah,
And I think we watched all the on-demand ones over the last few months.
you're out of them.
We're out of old Supermarket Sweep.
Are they making more? Is that show currently
Well,
being?
they rebooted it with Leslie Jones,
Oh yeah,
and they
from Saturday Night Live.
yeah, and they did a couple seasons. And I tell you what, I was a little skeptical going in because if you know Leslie Jones, you know she's very loud and out.
Bombastic personality.
Yeah, and she's great at what she does. She, I think, was outstanding on that show. She was a great host of that show, and all the modern twists they made were outstanding, and I loved it. But I think they canceled it.
Oh man,
I think after just 2 seasons, unfortunately. And maybe Kim, because she loves Supermarket Sweep too, can let us know if they. But I think they unfortunately canceled it because I was looking forward to seeing some more.
some new ones.
But man, what a fun show! Like that.
Yeah.
You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to buy whatever you
Beep,
want in the
beep,
store.
beep.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're screaming, "Go for the produce or go for the
Yeah.
meat or whatever."
Yeah. So while you're staying up to date with the current hip stuff, I'm watching old school, no longer
Supermarket
relevant
Sweep.
television.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I've also been watching there's a new Star Trek on Paramount Plus,
Okay.
and it's called Strange New Worlds. And it's the most like the original, the one with the William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy. This one, or kind of like Game of Thrones, is these are the characters as younger people. So it's Pike, Captain Pike, and a young Spock, and a young Uhura, and it's really cool. 10 episodes, and I'm almost out.
Right.
So I got to wait for the.
See, they go by quickly when you get hooked on them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I looked it up, though they have approved a season 2, which should be coming soon to a Roku stick near you.
No, that's one thing I'm kind of curious about. You know, like it used to be, hey, here's Netflix, and Netflix is great. But now there's like 10, 15, 20 different services.
They call it the streaming wars,
Yes.
Tom.
Yeah. And I wonder how many are you subscribed to? You know?
4.
Okay.
I've got the Hulu. I've got the Netflix. I've got the Amazon.
Okay.
I've got the Disney Plus. And now, as of about a week ago, I've got the Paramount Plus.
Okay. Yeah, we got the Netflix, and they had that deal a while back with the Hulu and the Disney Plus.
Yeah, the
and
bundle.
The ESPN, the bundle. We got the bundle. And then those are the main ones we use. Really, I think that's about all that we got.
They, what's kind of funny in an ironic way is that on Paramount Plus, they have a South Park movie about the streaming wars. And and they do it around water. And so these rivulets of water or streams are being like diverted by some people for various nefarious purposes, and they decide that we can't have all these streams. Somebody's gonna have to go.
So it's done the way that South Park can do it.
Yes, only South Park does things like that well. And so the idea is which streams will survive the streaming wars, and no telling. I guess Netflix probably will be the one that comes out on top, and then maybe I don't see Amazon going anywhere. Although Amazon is starting to charge you for everything that you actually want to watch.
Oh, really?
You know, it's like such and such a movie. You want to watch it? Yep. Well, it's $3.99. you know, although they did add licorice pizza recently and a couple of others. There's always something, but
Wait, licorice pizza. What was that?
That's a movie that came out
Oh, it's a movie.
last year at Christmas time.
I'm like, you don't actually like licorice on your pizza.
No,
do you? Okay.
I don't think anybody does. It's set in the 70s in the Valley in California. But so there are some things that people like to watch. I got it initially because it had a couple of shows that I had heard were really good and I wanted to check them out. And now I still have it because let's face it, after you get those things, you never cancel them.
Yeah.
You know, I got Disney Plus to watch the Beatles thing and I meant to get rid of it almost immediately. And now I've had it almost a year.
Yeah, and then you forget and it's oh, your trial period's over. It's time to start charging you.
Yeah.
Tim said the music was great in Licorice Pizza. What did you think of the
Yeah,
music?
yeah, the soundtrack was awesome. It's that very California 70s music. It's just wonderful. Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack. But the point is, I'm paying what, $12 a month? And then when I log in to watch a movie on Amazon, most of the time I got to pay another $3 or $4 to watch the movie I want. Whereas Netflix doesn't do that, and Hulu doesn't do that. I mean, you'd think with the money we're paying to watch this,
yeah, that's the point.
Like, stream the channel that we get the movies are there. Let me watch them. I don't want to pay more money. And they started doing that a little bit, and now they do it a lot. A lot of the content that's on Amazon, you got to pay extra for.
That doesn't seem like a good deal.
It doesn't seem like a good deal. Apparently, there's $1 that Jeff Bezos doesn't have yet, and he'd like to put his hands on it.
I mean, he's only been to space once.
Yeah.
That's rookie numbers.
Yeah, time to go back to space.
Gotta go back.
Got to pay for that rocket. Oh, man.
I just want to say, you know, this whole time we've been talking, I have finished the.
You demolished that.
I demolished it. That was delicious, by the way. Thank you, Calico County.
Calico County is great. They are over here near the station, so I eat there pretty frequently.
2410 Paramount.
2410 Paramount. Local folks, good people, and really good food. Really good food.
Yes. You got yourself some dinner, right?
Well, I'm probably eat this before I go on the air. I just need I need a minute.
Yeah.
I understand now why my grandpa used to kind of push himself away from the table.
Yeah.
And he'd kind of let things settle. And then after he visited and had a little coffee, he'd go back in on it. So I'll do that in a minute. But thanks for hanging out with us. We're getting close to done here, I think. Sorry that we didn't have our originally planned. But, you know, in life, and especially in radio life, you got to learn to roll with things.
You got stuck with plan B right here. So, I apologize in advance.
Not at all. I think John Luciano is glad that you're back doing this. So,
yeah, we'll definitely do it again. We'll
pick it up next month.
Some other stuff, and we'll have a good old time. And then you're on 3 o'clock today.
I'll be on at 3 o'clock today. Got Steve Earle tickets to give away. And then let me go ahead and run down the. I'm talking about everybody else. Do not forget about the Eagle.
Yeah.
We've got Steve Earle tickets today. And then we have what's Wyatt Earp? Oh, and then we have ZZ Top Week.
Okay.
The 29th through the 2nd and 3rd. And then I'll feature them on Saturday the 3rd on Saturday Night Solid Gold. And we're going to be giving away copies of their new album. I've got about 20 copies of their new CD. It's called Raw.
Okay.
And so that'll be a whole week leading up to Labor Day weekend. And we'll have a few more Steve Earle tickets. His show is at Starlight Ranch on September 2nd. So we'll have VIP seats to give away that week.
Nice. As
well as ZZ Top albums to give away.
Speaking of things coming up quickly, man, September 2nd.
I know.
That's what, a week and a half?
It's right around the corner.
Man.
It's crazy. And then the last round of Beach Boys tickets coming up the week of the 12th through the 16th. We'll make sure and put some of those in your hands as well.
All right.
Lots of music, lots of stuff to win and do, and fun things to hang out with, and waffles.
Yes. And tomorrow's National Waffle Day. Celebrating early.
Kim says Plan B was fun.
Yes. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys and gals for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming along. We will do this again next month.
Yes, sounds good. Let me slide on out.
Slide on over and log us out, Tom.